Hello, hashtag Arthur with bike with me in between. Testing my new bike and some thoughts about my life. Yes, I bought a fat bike and it is yet to have everything attached as I want because postal and other delivery services are slower with Covid-19. Now I'm testing out the bike for adjustments. Anyway, my life is as boring as the landscape shown here, so I'm using this non-distinct ride to the Port Beach, which is now for dog walking and nothing to see, to talk about my present world view. Covid-19 is making some people crazy. Some people are behaving really badly. Australia began as a penal colony, and Australia's gold paid off Britain's national debt during Queen Victoria's reign, left over from the Napoleonic Wars. Then in 1901 we became a federation in the Commonwealth, but we retained that heavy-handed government intervention that penal settlements had. It is easy for Australians to be ordered into lockdowns, as they are in parts of southern Australia, with heavy fines and the threat of goal time. It is really depressing, but so is the reason it is happening. Grow up, people. It is hardly a time of unbridled joy. Perhaps I am fed up with the same repetitive letdowns. Maybe you are tired of it too. For so long I was the one who put in all the work and got bugger all thanks. There has been so much pain and struggle, not only this year but for a long time, actually much of my lifetime. One just wants a break from it all. We all have aggravation at the moment, and mine is becoming a last straw stand. The world presently sucks big time, and we seem to be managed by buffoons, bureaucrats and NGOs who do not have any common cause for ending this virus. Frankly, if I get it, I will not fight it. Time to go. Remember the android in the first Blade Runner? Time to go. Life is tough, and it is the relentlessness of it that bothers me. My zen has been messed up. The future is bleak, and anyone thinking otherwise needs to consider how we are going to suppress a virus while people go crazy. So, I'm not feeling very good. I've been through a couple of major surgeries over the last few months. That's a big boat. The Port Authority here on the left, that's all under construction. It's a huge port. You used to be able to access the beach here many years ago, but it's been closed off, and this part we're coming up to is the University Research Station, and it's all closed off really. As I said, I'm just using this as a ride to bitch about things, I guess. I'm just feeling very uncomfortable. I feel one of the things that COVID has done is it's taken away all our freedoms. We can't move easily anymore. I can't hop onto a bus or a train or a plane and just go and escape and get away from all this. I'm sort of stuck with all this along with everybody else. But the whole thing is I'm older, and my choices are really running down. So I think we're about to get to the beach. As I said, you used to be able to park your car here and look out at the sea, but we get so many cyclones here, we had one a few years ago called Cyclone Yassi, which really battered this city, and it really did a lot of damage. And considering I don't live very far from all of this, all that it protects us is this sort of small bit of dune restoration, and you go down and there's a little boat sort of sitting there, and that's it. That's a tiny little beach area. The new fat wheel bike tyres are good for going onto the sandy stuff, but I'm not going to stay there because there's a few people there with a drone, and the last thing I need is cheerful families. Thank you very much. This is an old suburb, and I wouldn't live in it for all the tea in China, because every time there's a high tide or a flood, it just goes down, and yet people spend lots and lots of money and they build houses flat on the ground. I just can't get over it. Most of the old houses that survived here are the ones that have been lifted up onto stilts. It's late afternoon, so that's why you've got that glare there. So what am I going to do? I really don't know. I would like to leave here and go down south, but that choice seems to be shrivelling. How do you make 7 billion doses of vaccine and distribute it around the world? It's a bit like this place coming up. I've sort of cut this rather short, and it's all rather dreary here on the way home. The world's ugliest fence, and there's an odd old house here, and it's full of gnomes. They're all sort of set out nice and neatly. It's all rather scary in a way. But anyway. Okay, the bike rides well, and when finished I'll go over to Gable Way on Magnetic Island over the sea. Thanks for viewing. Please like, comment, subscribe and share.